This homeless man stole $1,000 in coins almost every day for 34 years. Who is he? Why no one stopped him? And why, after stealing so much money, the only things he possessed were his cell phone and a moped? This is the story of Roberto Cerceleta, better known as D'Artagnan, the Italian thief of coins. So hit the subscribe button and let's do this. It all started here at the famous Trevi Fountain in Rome, Italy. $1.4 million. That's how much money is thrown into this fountain every year. Why? Well, there is a tradition that goes like this. Throwing one coin into the water will make you come back to Rome. If you throw a second coin, then you will also find a beautiful Italian man or woman to fall in love with. But if you throw 3 coins, then you will also marry that gorgeous Italian. Sounds nice. In fact, it sounds so nice that every single tourist does it. 10 million tourists every year, to be precise. And it adds up. The Fontana di Trevi gets about $3,800 in coins each day. So why nobody goes in the water and pick up the coins? Well, somebody did. This is Roberto Cerceleta, better known as the thief of coins. Roberto would sneak into the water at night and fish thousands of dollars in coins. He was a homeless man that out of necessity started taking the coins out of the fountain, not knowing that it would turn into a coin fishing career that ended up lasting more than 30 years. At first, he would simply sneak into the water with a sack and collect as many coins as possible. After weeks and months of doing this without getting caught, he started developing faster and better ways of getting the job done. At that time, the currency in Italy was the Italian lira, and in an insanely smart move, Roberto developed a technique in which he would enter the water with a large magnet and quickly collect about $1,000 in coins in less than 15 minutes. The genius of it was that the Italian coins were magnetic, while most coins from other countries were not. So this made him much more efficient at collecting only useful coins. He was doing this almost every night. When the Italian police realized what he was doing, they tried to stop him. But Roberto was extremely sneaky. He would calculate exactly when to do it in order to not get caught. He was doing it at night, on the days when the police was busy on other jobs. The thing is, at that time, there was no law forbidding the fishing of the coins, so technically, if they caught him, there was nothing the police could do about it. After a while, with no other choice, the authorities made it illegal to pick up the coins, and Roberto became known in Rome as D'Artagnan, the thief of coins. He did this for a couple of years, until he was finally caught. He was arrested and later on released, but immediately after, he was spotted stealing the coins again. Over the years, he was arrested several times, but every time he managed to get released and steal more coins. Roberto felt that picking up the coins was his right as a Roman citizen, because the fountain is a public space. At one point, he even organized a one-man protest claiming that collecting the coins was his official profession. But he was arrested in that occasion as well. His protest was covered by the news, and it was seen by millions of people. So at that point, everyone in Rome had heard of him. And although many people felt that what he was doing was wrong, many others felt that he was funny, and he started to become a sort of symbol of the city. But there was also a third group of people who felt inspired by the fact that he stood up for his rights. Because after all, the fountain belongs to all Italian people. But also because of something he did that changed everything. Roberto, in front of the cameras and in front of the tourists, as a form of protest, started cutting himself. He made several horizontal cuts to his belly. He was bleeding in front of everyone. At the same time, he was yelling to the police that the money that he takes, he shares it with other homeless people that are also in need. The situation was very tense and unexpected because until then, most people had an image of him as this funny character. Turns out, Roberto was not just a homeless man. He had mental issues, and the world had failed to help him. This incident made many people open their eyes to an actual problem that was happening at plain sight. The city of Rome decided that from that point on, all the money from the fountain would go to charity, to help people in need. After 20 years of stealing coins, Roberto became so iconic in Rome that when he died in 2013, he became worldwide famous after his story was published in the New York Times, turning him into one more of the legends that give Rome its timeless charm. What do you think? Was he right or wrong?